Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Now, this guy here is Romane Burton. He's out of Jamaica, living in Barbados, probably not even legally. It's good that he's going to be escorted out, or he was escorted out of Barbados by immigration officials. It's like, what gets into these people? What gets into them that they think that they can subdue a woman, like hit a woman, like torture a female? What gets into them? And it's not as though he's making any sort of money. It's not as though he had anything much that he brought to the table. And even if he brought a whole planet to the table, what gets into a guy to make him feel that he can mistreat a woman? Okay, so he was fined and deported for beating and stabbing his girlfriend. Imagine that. A Jamaican national who beat and stabbed his girlfriend last week was ordered to pay a fine and a compensation and was deported on Monday. Romane Antonio Burton, he's 27 years old. He's a laborer. A laborer. He pled guilty to unlawfully and maliciously wounded Tashaya Smith. I hope she learns from this. I really hope she learns from this. Tashaya, there's no such thing as love, okay? There's no such thing as love coming from a male. It ain't going to happen, not in your entire life. What you will have is a male who may like what you have to offer. He likes what you have to offer, not you, but the offerings that you bring, okay? That's all it is the offerings you bring, okay? And if he can find someone else to bring those offerings and a little bit more, you will be tossed aside. You're going to be tossed aside. Let me get rid of that. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, you will be no more. Or he'll have you and the other one and the other one and the other one. But it's all about the offerings women bring. It's not about you. Magistrate Bernadette Jone fined him $3,000 for assaulting the woman and ordered him to pay $1,500 in compensation to her. Both were payable forthwith, and he came with the alternative of 6 months in jail. The money was paid, and immediately afterwards, he was led out to court by immigration officials. Where did he get the money from? So that's $4,500 he showed up with, okay? So they worked at the same work site and shared an apartment. Smith claimed that Burton resorted to physical and verbal abuse whenever he saw her talking to a male counterpart at work, okay? You can't talk to a man, okay? You have a man telling you could talk to. You have a male, you have an opposite. You have someone that can never like you telling you who you can talk to. It's crazy. Immigration records showed that while Burton was in Barbados legally, he did not have a work permit. So he was working illegally. He was working illegally. On April 4, as soon as she reached home inside her apartment, he began hitting her in the mouth. When she raised her arms to block the blows, he punched her above the head. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just so crazy. He pulled the knife from his waist, and she got some help from the people in the neighborhood. It's crazy. It's crazy. She was treated at the Sir Winston Scott Polyclinic and discharged. Crazy. Craziness. What would make someone like this think they could control a woman? You think you could control a woman? Imagine that he's born into this world from a woman. He is born into this world from a woman and come out thinking that he could like beat up a woman, stab a woman, hurt a woman, tell a woman what to do. I just do not understand this world. I do not understand it. But anyhow, he's out of Barbados. Hopefully, you'll never let him back in. Okay? Immigration in Barbados, hopefully you will never let Romane Burton back into Barbados. The nerve of him, the gall of him. It's crazy. It's crazy that he can think that he could do what he did and then show up in court with a few tears or whatever and think that it's going to be okay. Never let him back into Barbados again. And I hope the Canadian people see this. I hope the Americans see this. I hope the whole world see this and just leave him trapped in Jamaica. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about naked departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.